Hello viewers, welcome back to my channel again. So in my previous video or in my previous class, whatever you say, we have started the integers chapter. Okay, and we have given the definitions of integer, the introduction of integer. Okay, now there should be various types of properties related to integer that we have to discuss. Understood? Now without delaying the time, I am going to start that. Subtraction of integer we have done. Okay, subtraction of integer, and here are various types of solved examples are also given related to subtraction of integer. So today we will be discuss about various properties of integer. Understood? Yes, properties of integer and related exercise. So let us start it. Now first come to the properties of subtraction. Properties of subtraction, and I am following R.S. Agarwal math book, obviously. Properties of chapter name is integer from R.S. Agarwal. Okay. Now let's come to the properties of subtraction on integer. Properties of subtraction on integer. Okay, first come the closure property. Closure property. What is the closure property? If a and b are two integers, then their subtraction a minus b is also, if these two are integer, and subtraction a minus b is also an integer. Okay, this is the closure property. Next, come to another property. If a is any integer, a be any integer, then a minus 0, that's equal to a. Next, another property. If ABC three integer, okay, and a greater than b, okay, then a minus c it should be greater than b minus c. Means if we have two integers a and b, and if we subtract same quantity, same integer from these two, so these values was greater value, so this should remain greater. Okay, and you know about greater and smaller. Next, move to the exercise. Exercise 4C is given. 4C. This exercise is our classwork today. Okay, the exercise 4C is our classwork or homework, whatever you say. I will give you the task from exercise 4C. You should try it your home. if you have any problem, then ask me. Okay, I will help you. Next, move to multiplication of integer. Multiplication of integer. Now, here are some rule. First is rule 1. Next, what is rule 1? To find the product of two integers with unlike sign. Unlike sign means unlike. Unlike sign means if one integer has plus sign, another integer is minus sign. This is different. Unlike means different sign. Understood? Unlike sign, we find the product of their values regardless of their sign and give minus sign to their product. So, suppose we are taking plus 2 and minus 3, and we have to find the product of these two, that is 2 into minus 3, that will become minus 6. First we have to product this 2 and 3, 6 comes. Next we have to put over here minus, because they have unlike sign. Okay. Now, if the product have same sign, if the rule 2, if the two integer which I have to multiply, that they have same sign, okay, that is either both positive or both negative, then what will be the resultant? The sign of the resultant should be obviously positive. Okay, that is written in the rule. That is, suppose we are taking 2 plus 2 and plus 3. If we multiply simultaneously there, we are getting plus 6, or minus 2 into minus 3. If we multiply this, minus into minus always plus, and 3 into 2 is 6. That is, both are coming plus 6. Understood? So, that is the property. Next, multiplication. This is a multiplication. Next, property of multiplication. Properties of multiplication. Properties of multiplication on integer. Properties of multiplication on integer. First, again, closure property. Closure property. That is, if we take two integers a and b, then their multiplication, what their multiplication? A into b, or we can write it as ab. If these two are integer, then a cross a multiplied b, this is also an integer. That is the closure property. Understood? Next, commutative property. Commutative property or commutative law. If we take for any two integer a and b, if we take two integer a and b, then it is always happen a into b, that should always equal to b into a. This is always happen. This should always happen. Okay. So, this is called ab is equal to ba, or a into b is equal to b into a. That is called the commutative law of multiplication. Okay. Next, associative law. Associative property. If we take three integers a, b, c, okay. For that, if we first take a into b, then we multiply c with it, that value should be equal to a into b into c. This is always happen. Okay. First we multiply ab, then multiply c with that value should be equal to a into b into c. First we multiply b into c, then multiply a with that. Okay. So, this is called the associative law of multiplication. Next, one more law is here, that is distributive law of multiplication. If we take three integers a, b, c, then a into b plus c, that's always equal to a into b plus a into c. For any three integer, you can take it yourself, any three integer, and you should verify all this formula, all this law. It should be definitely happen. Okay. So regarding this, there based one exercise that is not our homework today. The exercise is homework of class of today. Exercise is 4D. So that homework I will give you in the next day. Okay. Next, move to division of integer. Division, we know that if we write here division of integer, we know general division. Okay, that general division is also happened for integer also. Okay, and now if we divide, there is some rule. If we divide that is a and b, so my two integer. Okay, so again I am writing the rule. Rule 1: if a and b have same sign, then the answer, if we divide a by b, then the answer should come with positive sign. Okay, that is, suppose we have plus 10 and 2, we have to divide 10 by 2. What comes? 2 divided by 10 divided by 2, that is 5 comes. So 5 we are getting here as a positive sign. Next, rule 2. What is rule 2? If a and b is by different sign, that is, suppose I am taking a as minus 10 and b is 2. If we divide this minus 10 by 2, so what should be the resultant? Resultant should be minus 5. This always happens. If this a and b have different sign, then in result we are getting a minus, negative. Okay. Next, move to the properties of division. Property. First is, I hope it is visible to you. The first property is, if a and b are integer, then a divided by b is not necessarily an integer. Okay, that is, we are taking 15 as 15 is an integer and 2 is an integer. Now, if we divide 15 by 2, we are getting 15 by 2, that is equal to 7.5. 7.5 is not an integer. So, this is the first property. Next, second, come to the second. If a is an integer and a not is equal to 0, if a is an integer and a not is equal to 0, then always a divided by a is equal to 1. Okay, that is, if we divide, suppose we have 100, if we divide that by 100, we are getting 1. That's always happen. Understood? Now, if the sign is different, then there should be a negative sign. That's different. That's a different thing. Next, come to 3. Property number 3. If a is an integer, then a divided by 1, that's equal to a. Understood? Next come to 4 point number 4. If a is a non-zero integer, a is non-zero, we are taking a as non-zero. Here a may be 0, so that should be 0 should be my answer. Now if we take a as a non-zero integer, so 0 divided by a, that should be how much? 0. And a divided by 0, that is meaningless or does not happen, meaningless. Okay. Next come to property number 5 of division. If a, b, c are 3 integer, then a divided by b divided by c does not equals to a divided by b divided by c. That is, division is not associative. Understood? Division is not commutative. Not always not commutative. Division is not associative, not commutative. Okay. And not closure also, because we divide this by this, we are getting one number that is not an integer, not closure. So that's it for the whole chapter of integer. Now today we will do only exercise 4C, and after that we should go step to exercise 4D or exercise 4D, next for exercise 4E. Okay. I think exercise 4B is also remaining to us. I think if not remaining exercise 4B, then we should start exercise 4C. If exercise 4B is remaining, then first we do exercise 4B, then we go to exercise 4C. That is 4C, up to 4C is the last of our today's classwork and homework both. Understood? So that's it for this video. Hope you understand what I want to say. To get more video like that, do subscribe my channel and stay with us. Okay, and stay with me, stay home. Thank you.